You might actually be doing much better financially than you realize or give yourself credit for. Many of us feel stuck as if we're not making any headway when it comes to money. Month after month, it feels like you're not making any progress and everyone else seems to be doing great, but this isn't always the case. Take a look at some basic metrics to see just where we stand when it comes to money, because many times you'll realize that you're actually doing quite well. Take a look at the points in this video because they will completely open your mind, and watch to the end because this last one is the most important one. My name is Chris and I help teach people about money, personal finance, and investing. If you're interested in improving your financial future, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if this video is helpful. To make it in the long run financially, you gotta keep your motivation up and stay consistent. If you lose that drive, you're bound to struggle with money. Every once in a while, it's important to take stock of your situation, look around at your progress, and say, hey, I'm actually doing pretty well. If you're able to handle a $1,000 expense, you're already in a much better position than many who would struggle to cover it. It might not seem like a big deal, but having a bit of cash stashed away for unexpected emergencies can be a lifesaver. We often overlook the importance of this kind of financial security, but it's actually quite significant when you take a moment to consider it. Crossing that initial hurdle can be a major challenge when you're starting from nothing. Just imagine if you had to start over. Those without even $1,000 saved up are vulnerable to any minor setback, which could potentially lead to serious financial strain, crippling debt that's almost impossible to climb out of, or even homelessness. Knowing you have a safety net to rely on when life throws unexpected expenses your way brings a level of peace and security. It's pretty shocking to realize that almost half of the world's population struggles to afford a decent meal. The fact that we get to pick what we want to eat next without worrying about derailing our finances is something we don't often think about. If you're lucky enough to have options like steak, sushi, or even just a simple bowl of cereal for dinner without stressing over the cost, it's worth taking a moment to appreciate. Being able to grab some food on the way home or go out to a restaurant if you don't feel like cooking is a simple luxury, and having the freedom to afford a healthy diet and choose between different cuisines or even ordering from DoorDash means you're in a pretty comfortable position compared to many others worldwide. Even though it might seem like a silly accomplishment, this is just another indication that you could be better off than most people without even realizing it. If your credit score is in good shape, it's a clear indication that you're managing your finances responsibly. Experience says that the average score is 714, so if yours is higher than that, you're way ahead of the game. It demonstrates that you're staying on top of your bills, not overusing your credit cards, and generally handling your money wisely. Plus, having a solid credit score can open up numerous opportunities for you, such as securing better interest rates on loans and landing a great apartment. With good credit, you'll qualify for favorable rates when purchasing a car, avoiding the risk of being hit with exorbitant rates by a car dealer due to shaky credit history. You'll also be in a position to secure the best mortgage rates, which significantly impact your monthly expenses. Essentially, it's a nod of approval from the banking world, indicating that you're trustworthy when it comes to money. Have you ever been scrolling through social media and stumbled upon a GoFundMe campaign for a close friend that just pulls at your heartstrings, making you really want to chip in and help out? It's those moments that really make you grateful for the ability to support the people you care about. Not everyone can easily throw around extra cash for good causes, so if you're in a spot where you can pitch in, you're doing pretty alright. Whether it's pitching in to cover medical bills, supporting a friend's creative project, or helping out in a crisis, being able to offer financial support can really make a difference in someone's life. And when you're out with friends and casually offer to grab the bill for lunch without even thinking about it, it's just another sign that you're in a good place financially. These little acts of generosity not only strengthen friendships, but also remind us of the privilege of being able to lend a hand when needed. We're not talking about ending world hunger here, but just being generous to others without breaking a sweat is all. It's about appreciating what we have and giving back wherever we can. Instead of chasing after status symbols, those who are truly thriving focus on what really matters, like taking care of their friends and family, making sure the bills are paid on time for peace of mind, and not stressing about what others think. The result of not spending to impress is less debt, less interest paid to banks, larger savings and investment accounts, and more happiness overall. If you understand that true wealth isn't about flashy possessions, but about building meaningful relationships and staying true to yourself, this is priceless. You could be the richest person in the world, and without realizing this, you wouldn't truly be wealthy. By avoiding the pressure to keep up appearances and the stress of trying to meet others' expectations, you can find genuine happiness and contentment in life. It's all about prioritizing what brings real joy and fulfillment over superficial displays of wealth. Being able to treat yourself every once in a while isn't just a nice perk, it's a sign that you're doing pretty well financially compared to a lot of people out there. It means you've got a bit of extra cash beyond just covering your basic needs, giving you the freedom to do something special for yourself. Whether it's splurging on a fancy coffee, treating yourself to a nice meal at your favorite restaurant, or maybe even going all out with a spa day, these little indulgences show that you're not constantly stressing about money. For many folks, just the idea of treating themselves to these things feels like a distant dream because they're living paycheck to paycheck. Being able to afford these treats every now and then is a sweet reminder that you're in a pretty comfortable spot financially. It's like a little pat on the back for all your hard work and responsible money management. Plus, taking the time to treat yourself is also a form of self-care, giving you a chance to unwind and recharge, which is super important for your financial and personal well-being. Having a positive outlook about money speaks volumes about your financial situation compared to others. It's not about having a ton of money in your bank account, it's about having a mindset that sees abundance and possibility, even in the face of challenges. Seriously, do most people you know feel confident about their finances, or do they get stressed out even bringing up the topic? Instead of constantly worrying about every dollar or feeling trapped by financial constraints, you're able to approach money with a sense of optimism and confidence. This outlook allows you to focus on opportunities for growth and prosperity, rather than dwelling on limitations. It means you're not just surviving paycheck to paycheck, but thriving and envisioning a future filled with abundance. With this positive mindset, you're more likely to make smart financial choices, set ambitious goals, and take calculated risks to achieve them. A positive attitude towards money shows a sense of gratitude for what you have, encouraging you to make the most of your resources and appreciate the journey towards financial freedom. Although it's common to feel financially stuck and compare ourselves to others, it's important to realize that we might be in a better position than we think. Even though you might not have landed a spot on the world's billionaire list, it doesn't mean you're not making accomplishments. Simple signs like having a small emergency fund, enjoying abundant food choices, maintaining a decent credit score, giving back, and maintaining a positive money mindset suggest that we're doing okay compared to many. Instead of becoming disheartened, let's appreciate these small achievements and continue moving forward with determination and gratitude because you're probably doing much better than you give yourself credit for.